Yes. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today, I'm going to talk about trend trading. I have been trading the markets and scalping the markets for 15 years, and I found out that it's much easier to go with the momentum versus trying to fight momentum, okay? Now, I do trade against the trend sometimes, but for the most part, I trade with the trend, and that's it. So today, I'm going to show you how to trade with the trend, and I'm also going to show you trades that I took this month trading with the trend. Okay, so let's go. Now, before we get into how to trade with the trend, let's talk about how to identify the trend first. Okay, so if you're looking at the market, we want to see higher highs and higher lows, right, for an uptrend. So we'll have an uptrend right here. We're looking at higher highs and higher lows. That's a simple way to look at the market. And it's the same thing if the market is going down, right? We are looking for lower lows, right, and lower highs. Now, the market usually doesn't look this smooth, okay? So the best thing to do to really identify the trend, okay, right away, is you can plot a 20 moving average on your chart, okay? You can either use a 20 moving average or a 50 moving average. Usually for day trading, I like the 20 moving average, all right? Now you plot the 20 moving average on your chart and it's gonna look like something like this, okay? And it's gonna help you identify the trend, because if the market is above the moving average, that usually means that we are in an uptrend. And if it goes below the moving average, that usually means that the market is probably changing and the market is probably gonna trend to the downside. Now, another thing you can do, which I do, I use trend lines, okay? So instead of using a moving average, I like to use trend lines, and I connect those trend lines to the recent swing highs and swing lows. So let me show you guys some examples of trades that I took this month trading with the trend. So let's go. Now, what strategy should you use when it comes to trading the trend, okay? I like to use support and resistance, right? And I like to use supply and demand. So right here is a trade that I took with the trend. So notice how we have a nice downtrend. What do you see first? First, I see the market is below the moving average, which is a 20 moving average, okay? So if it's below the moving average, this is how we can tell that the market is in a downtrend. Or you can use trend lines. So the way I like to use my trend lines, I always adjust my trend lines. So right here, I'm always taking the recent swing highs if the market is going down. So right here we have the market going down. I would take these swing highs and this would be my trend line. Now notice how the market moved down right here, okay? So I'm not using this trend line anymore. I'm using the recent 2 or 3 swings. So the recent 2, let's say the market is right here. So let me move this here. So let's say the market is right here. I'm gonna use the recent 2 swings, okay, which is 1, 2, and I'm gonna use this as my trend line, okay? Now, if the market keeps moving down, I'm gonna keep doing that, okay? We have these trend lines right here. The market is moving down right here. I'm going to move these trend lines to right here, right? The market is moving down. Now, I like to use this because I'm using price action only. So I like to connect it with trend lines. That's how I use my trend lines. You can use a moving average if you want, whatever is better for you. So here's how you trade the trend. If the market is in a downtrend, right, and you see aggressive selling, right here we have a lot of selling right here. A lot of times the market will come back, okay, to the original candle that started the move, and it will come back and react to that area. So the trade I took is right here. I was waiting for the market. Remember, the market is in a downtrend, so I'm only looking to go short. The market pulled back to this supply area, and it gave me a nice rejection, nice bearish bar. I went for a quick 1-to-1. Now, in a trending market, you have to understand if you are late in the trend, like right here, the market has been trending down for a long time. So I know for a fact I can't get a decent risk to reward, meaning that right here, this is a 1-to-1. I can't go for a 10-to-1 or 5-to-1 because the market has been trending down for a long time. And if you know anything about the market is like a rubber band. Once it gets stressed out too much, it's going to snap back. And see right here, the market is snapping back, right? So notice how the market is going above the moving average. That usually means that it could be a possible reversal, okay? So the way I would do it is you can look at your moving average, or I would draw these swings right here. It broke this trend line. This could mean a possible reversal. A lot of new traders, they get really confused when it comes to this, because when they hear things like, okay, if the price is below the moving average, only look for shorts. If it's above the moving average, only look for longs. But what they forget to realize is you still have to look for support and resistance. So let's say I'm going long right here. You have to understand that it's resistance right here. So if you're trying to go long right here, you have to understand you can't go long right at resistance. Please understand that, because I see it all the time. New traders either go long at resistance or they go short at support. So you have to keep that in mind. Now let's go to another example of me trading the trend. Okay, here's a good example right here, guys. All right. So overall, the trend is up. Okay. The market hit this support level right here. Again, I like to trade support and resistance when the market is trading, or supply and demand. To me, we have support right here, support right here, support right here. The market bounced off to support multiple times, and I took this long right here. And this was a quick momentum trade to the upside. Now, I like momentum trades, like trading with the trend, because usually it's going to show you your results real quick. Trading against the trend, sometimes the market might not go your way right away. It might chop around for a long time, because remember, you're trying to stop momentum. If a train is going full speed, why do you want to try to, stop the train? It's much easier to ride the train versus trying to stop it. So that's pretty much the concept, okay? So let me show you guys another trend trade. Okay, so guys, here's another trend trade. If you tell the market is trending right here, right? We had the market at support right here. Look at this, okay? Support, 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 okay? Now, this is where the market pulled back to support. I got in for a quick one-to-one, and I was done for the day. Now, if you know anything about me, I don't trade that much. I like to take one or maybe two trades a day, because to me, trying to trade the market over and over and over, it just means you're going to make more mistakes. So when you're trading a trend, don't think you can just keep trading a trend over and over and over. I see a lot of new traders make that mistake. They keep trying to trade a trend over and over and over. You have to understand the trend is not always going to keep going in one direction. It's going to pull back. So you can't just keep trading a trend, You have to understand when to get in and when to get out. I like to target either the swing highs, okay, to get out, or a support level or resistance level to get out, okay? So let's go to another example. Okay, so here's another example right here. We have clear resistance, okay? Look at this. Resistance, resistance. Like, this is clear right here, guys. Resistance, 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 resistance. So as soon as it shot up, boom, I saw that it was rejecting resistance. I went short right here, okay? And I took my profits. Because, the market pretty much was trending, a lot already. I'm not trying to look for a 10-to-1. Okay, you have to understand the market is like a rubber band, and eventually it snap right back up. Okay, so you just can't just continue to trade the trend. Sometimes I take maybe two trades with the trend, or sometimes one trade with the trend. So let me show you guys another example. Okay, guys, so here's a good example right here, trading with the trend. The moving average is below the moving average, right? And also it's below the trend lines. Okay, below your trend lines right here. So we have the market breaking this support level, now turning into resistance. The market came back to that resistance. Let me move it down so you guys can see, right? Came back to that resistance right here. I saw that it was rejecting that resistance with a nice bearish bar. I got in, and I went for a quick 2-to-1, right? So again, my strategy is very simple, either support and resistance or supply and demand. Now, every single day is not going to be a trending day. I'm just showing you guys a trending strategy that works for me, and it's much easier to go with the trend versus trying to fight the trend. Now, there are days where the market is chopping back and forth, and I do trade those days. Okay, let me show you guys a quick example. So here's a quick example, right? The market is chopping back and forth. So right here, we have support, okay? Almost like a inverse head and shoulders, right? So we have support bouncing off this support. I bought this, okay, when I saw this nice bullish bar right here, and I got out for a quick 1-to-1. So I know how to trade, sloppy markets like this. You just got to wait for, the right moment. You can't just be, trading back and forth. You just got to wait for high quality trades. But for the most part, it's best to trade with momentum, okay, and trade support and resistance or supply or demand with the trend. Okay. And once you get good at that, you're going to realize it's much easier to do that. Now, you still have to study the other days because other days is not going to look smooth as a trending market. So you still have to study when the market is ranging back and forth, how to play those markets and the best time to get in the market when you're trading those markets, okay? So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys today. I just want to make sure you understand how to trade it with the trend, and I want to show you guys my trades and my examples of how I'm trading the trend, okay? If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to learn how to day trade and take your day trading to the next level, please check the description. I do have a trading program for you guys. Also, since I have 400K subscribers, I'm going to celebrate. A discount is out for my trading program, so take advantage of that because it's going to end very soon. Again, thanks a lot for subscribing. I appreciate all my subscribers. Thanks a lot for watching my content. If you have any questions, comment below, and please have a good day.